So today I have the pleasure of doing a reaction video slash commentary video on a movie that we should all know by now, but to be honest, I've never actually seen it. Not really. I know a lot about it. I know a lot of people liked it. I know it was a part of my childhood, but I myself have never actually sat down and watched the movie through and through. I've seen little clips. I've seen it here and there on TV. But this is going to be a 3 or 4 or 5 part series, because apparently there are just these things that branched out from it too, just like a movie about one of the characters. Then we have now these things that are coming out that's kind of like a, what do you call that? I don't even know what to call it, because I just don't even think it's really been done. But anyways, the movie we're going to be watching today is High School Musical. I used to have a hatred for this film because being a 10-year-old, 11-year-old kid, every girl I knew, every girl I freaking knew loved this film. And therefore I had to hate it, because I thought, why was such a dumb idea for a film, something that's been done before over and over again? Yeah, people try to tell you who to be, and yeah, sometimes that's not who you want to be and you want to break free of that. Do it, just do what you want. I mean, obviously I can't say that, but I mean, that's high school, it's, I don't know, I just had a lot of hatred for it because I didn't think it was that spectacular of an idea, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna try to be really nice about this. I'm gonna try to be I'm gonna try to be calm. I'm gonna try to view this and do actual criticism, constructive criticism, or maybe what I feel about it. I'm not gonna try to bring up my childhood. I honestly don't know what to say. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know what to expect exactly. I literally don't even know what the real description of this movie is. I'm afraid of it being really cheesy, just because again it is an older film. It's from 2005, I believe. Or 2006 maybe. This is gonna be a doozy, so I hope you enjoy. So it might be modified, the audio, the speed, but you guys have all probably seen this movie, so I don't think you guys all I need to do is show you a little clip of whatever I'm seeing and trying to comment on it, you'll know what's going on. So yeah, let's get this started. Time of death 3:52. Let's go. Starting off New Year's Eve. Did not know that. I assumed it started at the beginning of a school year, But I don't know how they actually meet, so whatever.
Please? Gabby, it's New Year's Eve. Enough reading.
Oh, but Mom, I'm almost done.
The teen party? I laid out your best clothes. Come get ready.
I've got this bookworm over here.
Come on.
It, man.
He looks so young.
See that in the game.
You'll see that in the game. Don't worry about me.
Did we really fly all this way to play more basketball? Troy, they have a kids' party downstairs in the freestyle club.
Kids party?
Kids party.
Young adults. Now go, shower up.
He got way too dressed up for the New Year's party, I feel like. Because everybody else is just chilling. They made him wear a freaking jacket,
Who's gonna rock the house next? Huh?
How long did he hold out that yawn for?
Yeah. You and you.
I love how she just tosses aside the book. She doesn't even put up a fight. She's like, what? What's happening? Toss. She didn't even try to be but I'm reading. This is happening so quick. Them meeting. You don't even have any background on them other than he's a basketball player and she's the bookworm. You don't see any of their friends. You don't see I don't know. Just seemed really fast. I guess they're just straight to the point. I'm honestly kind of bored of this song already. I feel like this is a really long song. He almost pushed her off stage. He was trying to sabotage her. He's like, no one can sing better than me. I'm gonna step close. I'm gonna make sure she falls off stage. Oops, accident.
I guess I better go find my mom and wish her a Happy New Year.
Yeah, me too. I mean, not your mom.
Wow, so awkward.
I'll call you tomorrow. Yeah, here. Put your number in.
Here come the Wonder Twins.
I've reviewed your impressive transcripts. I expect your light will shine very brightly here at East High.
I don't want to be the school's freaky genius girl again. Just be Gabriella.
Okay, so, you know, oh, I don't want to be the school's freaky genius again. I get it, you know, you don't want to be like the smartest kid in class, but just don't be a know-it-all, that's all. Like, you don't have to be like, excuse me, actually the answer is this, or like always be the first to raise your hand, or brag about your grades. Like, there's just ways to avoid being like that one smart person. I'm not like trying to say I was like top A student, you know, in my college years, but like I tried really hard for those grades and I got a lot of A's. Like, I mean, I did get some B's. Like I said, I wasn't the smartest one there by no means. I only ended with my GPA at like 3.56 or something, but there were a lot of people in my classes that I would always see the next semester and the next semester. So you have to like make friends. You have to, you know, like make sure you don't annoy people, piss them off, because you're going to be seeing them for the next like 4 years or whatever. So how I avoided, you know, people being mad that I would get A's in a lot of my art classes, I would just say like, oh yeah, man, he is a tough grader, because probably they were, you know, he or she, because I did have both kind of professors. Sometimes they were really tough graders, and so I would just like sympathize with people that got lower, like, you know, like B's and C's, you know, like I just made sure to like sympathize with it and understand them and not brag about my own grade. I would literally lie about my grade sometimes. Like, they would be like, oh man, I got like a C on this one or a D on this grade, you know, this graded paper or art piece, and I'd be like, oh yeah, man, like, dude, I couldn't believe the grade I got, you know, like, and I would just like, I would say bullcrap, you know, like, because I didn't want to stick out and I didn't want to be that one like smart person who was better than everybody else. So I just made sure to keep it down low, you know, like I made sure to just be chill with it and not let anybody really know my grades, because like I didn't want to make enemies. I didn't want to be the smart person. So
Is like pink jelly.
Excuse me.
Ah, the cell phone menace has returned to our crucible of learning. Sharpay and Ryan cell phones, and I will see you in detention. We have zero tolerance for cell phones in class, so we will get to know each other in detention. Cell phone. And welcome to East High, Miss Montez. Mr. Bolton, I see your phone is involved, so we will see you in detention as well.
I feel like this was just kind of a weird dramatic scene. And oh my god, did that guy have 3 watches on? But why? Why does he have 3 watches? Anyways, I just feel like this was a little too dramatic. Yeah, no, kids shouldn't have their cell phones in class, but I feel like back in 2006, it wasn't too much of an issue yet. Like, I mean, maybe it was. I wasn't really public schooled, so maybe it was already like a huge issue. But like, yeah, a teacher can freak out on it, but I just felt like her personality didn't really quite fit that. But who knows? She's a drama teacher. Maybe she's just a little dramatic. But also, what was his, I mean, maybe I'll see his plan here in a little bit. Maybe he wanted to get detention and for his Gabriella to get detention too, just so they could like talk. But like, couldn't you just be like, huh, she's in my class. I'll just text her after school to be like, hey, I noticed you're in my class. Remember our night together while we like sang at the New Year's party? You wanna hang since we like apparently live in the same town? I mean, how hard would that be? And then like, obviously the Wonder Twins, they had their cell phones out. That's kind of funny. Like, whatever. That was fine. I didn't care about that. But like, why would he want to get her in trouble? Like, that's definitely not a good first move. I feel like that's actually one of the worst first moves you could have done. And he kept his phone out. Like, wouldn't he put his away? But I guess he's putting her in detention for a reason. But again, I just think that's the worst first move. And then the bell rings immediately, like, after class started. I don't like that about TV shows and movies. It's not even criticizing this movie. It's just criticizing TV in general. Like, class literally ends as soon as everybody just sat down. Every time. I mean, like, literally, now he's just talking to her after class, so I don't get why he just intentionally made her go into detention when he could have just waited until after class, which only lasts apparently 2 minutes before the bell rings. So, bad move. And she seems to be fine with it though, like, she doesn't even care. And then apparently he's like straight off the bat, like really paranoid that she's gonna say something about him singing. Which, if that got out, they would just, like, mess with him, being like, oh, dude, you sang with a chick? Like, oh, is the chick hot? And then they would, like, pay attention to the chick. Shoot, they wouldn't care that he sang. I mean, they might give him crap about it sometimes, but then it would just be, like, old news by the next week. So it's not like he, like, chose a career path right after that. Like, yeah, I want to sing in secret from my pals in the basketball team. Like, I don't know. This just seems really dramatic. So I really honestly think that this, like, I don't like sports, and this song I feel like is kind of awkward. It sounds kind of echoey, and it's just kind of awkward to, like, act to. But the dancing is really nice, and I like it when they're doing the ball stuff. At the beginning, they have the squeak of the sneakers and everything, and they're like, the basketball is hitting the ground, you know, like, that was a nice beat. But then they, like, completely make everything else go silent to start the song. And I'm like, but no, that was nice. I liked those sounds being in there. If they were mixed in there the whole song, I think it would have made the song a lot better. But it's not a bad song. It's just, I feel like it gets so, like, too clean, you know? I don't know. There's something about it that I'm not quite liking. Yeah. It's, like, too clean, too quiet. I wish there was some roughness of the shoes still, like the squeakiness, the ball bouncing. Like, I don't know, I think it would have been a nice touch. Yeah, that must have taken a long time to, like, choreograph and get it right. That's pretty cool. What? The basketballs all didn't make it into the goal? I don't get why they're calling this the winter musical or musicale. Do they have a winter and spring musical, like, within the same half of the semester? Like, because we're already after New Year's. I would assume winter's over soon. So, I mean, like, Sharpay and her brother, like, Ryan, so the Wonder Twins performance was actually pretty good. And yeah, you're not supposed to like these guys. They're supposed to be the brats, you know, like, everybody knows them, but they think they're popular kind of thing. But in drama, in theater, like, it doesn't matter who you are outside of, like, the show, as long as you can perform well and you're good at singing, good at dancing, good at, like, giving off, like, a good performance. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. Like, I mean, they were good. And I really actually enjoyed, like, their little dance segment. So I know, again, like, I don't like them. They're obviously, like, unlikable characters, but that was a good show. I liked that little song. It was cute, and I liked it a lot, so I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to be cringe. I don't know if it was supposed to be cringe, but it wasn't really cringe. There was only, like, one moment that was kind of like, ooh, ew. Like, whenever he backs up into her and just like, you know, like, whatever. They screwed up a little, but that's, like, that's fine. It's fine. It's an audition. And they went all out. Good for them. Like, they know how to do it.
Any last minute sign-ups?
I'd like to audition, Miss Darbus.
I'll sing with her.
So, of course, they missed the deadline, they didn't say that they wanted to audition in time, so she blows them off. They go up to help Piano Girl and pick all that stuff, and then they just start singing the song like they know it. And then the drama teacher apparently stayed and, like, listened to it, and then now they're in. Which, that's nice that she had to change of heart, but, like, why was she still there? Like, she was definitely gone before they started even singing. So, like, was she just, like, standing behind the wall, like, I'm gonna listen in and see if anything happens? Like, I don't know, it just seemed very strange. And then, like, they both seemed so shocked that she would be like, okay, yeah, you're in, callbacks. Except for, like, it... Like, why would he volunteer to sing with Gabriella if he didn't think... I don't know. It's just so strange to me. I don't get it.
Well, if Troy can tell his secret, then I can tell mine. I bake. What?
So now, like, there's this second song with a lot of people singing, and I feel like the way that they did the music, it's just... The chorus, like, the background singers, whenever they're all joined together, they're, like, singing, but it just sounds so far off compared to the one person who has, like, a solo. So yeah, like, oh, I love to bake. Why is that such a bad thing? Like, that's so nitpicky. Like, oh, he's a basketball player. Of course he can't bake. But why? Why not in his free time? I love to bake. I love to sing. I'm not very good at it. I love to cook. I love to be a mom. I love to be a YouTuber. I love to bike. Like, there's so many things. Why do you have to be stuck with one thing? Of course, I know that's the thing that has to be broken up in this film. Like, oh, wait, you can be other things, and that's okay. But, like, I just don't get why it's such a harsh thing for some of these things. Like, yeah, like I said, he's gonna be made fun of for singing, but it's not like I feel like it'd be blown over in a couple weeks, you know, like, or whatever. Or maybe he would lose a few friends. But like his dad said earlier, they're not really friends if they don't accept you for who you are. So, like, if they have an issue, then you shouldn't be friends with them anyways. I just love how, like, the skater dudes are like, no, you can't play a musical instrument. That's messed up. Like, some of these things just don't make any sense. And all their friends are like, oh, no, man, like, tell us your secret. Don't worry, we're here for you. Unless it's something about anything other than what we love altogether. Like, if it's anything else other than skateboarding, you're out, man. If it's anything other than reading your books and doing your homework, then you're out, man. No hip-hop for you. Again, the dancing is really good. It's really hard to choreograph, like, this many people, you know? But it's really good. There's a lot of good dancing in here. It's really hard. I can't dance to save my life, so... I love how he just brings out his cello.
Wow. It's like a jungle up here,
Yeah, just like that cafeteria.
where I just humiliated myself into the next century.
No, come on.
So this is your private hideout?
So obviously acting isn't the easiest job in the world, but I just can't stand Gabriella. I don't like her acting style because she just kind of talks like this, and it's high-pitched, and I feel like it's not natural, and you know, I don't think that she, like, was quite into her character, and she was trying to be like this sweet little, like, innocent girl, and like super smart and shy, and you know, like, I don't know, it just seems so forced, and it just doesn't seem like she was directed well. I don't know if she gets better with, like, the other movies, but we'll see. I don't know. I just don't like it. She bothers me. She bothers me more than Sharpay, to be honest. At least Sharpay is, like, the typical, like, you know, popular white chick. She at least plays her part really well. She's obnoxious on purpose, but she does it well. Okay, so I get, like, they're trying to hide from people so that they don't know that they're practicing to do the callbacks. But then just don't practice at school. Practice right after school. And also, how does Disney expect us to believe that Sharpay was so distracted by her own looks that she didn't see out of the corner of her eye Gabriella right next to the sinks? Right next to them. Like, literally, she walks right past her. I thought she was gonna be in a bathroom stall. That's what I was expecting. It's not like Sharpay slammed all of the stalls open. She got distracted by her reflection and then stormed off. And she didn't see Gabriella right there? What the heck?
What spell has this elevated IQ temperature scroll cast that suddenly makes you want to be in a musical?
Well, I just did it. Who cares?
We need to talk.
Go.
Gabriella and Troy's best friends create a plan to, like, make sure that this whole drama thing, this whole singing thing, acting, like, they nip it in the bud, you know? Like, they want to make sure that it doesn't happen. So they set this whole scenario up. He says that, I mean, like, I feel like that's just how guys talk, though. And of course, yeah, it's not nice if, like, you're true to your girl, except if they're not dating, by the way. Like, they're not. But if you're true to your girl, obviously you should be saying this crap. But, like, guys say that crap all the time. Like, oh, yeah, bro, don't worry. She's not, like, she could not get in my way. Bros first. Bros before hoes, you know? Like, that crap. So I feel like you shouldn't take that to heart, especially since they're not even dating.
So, Gabriella, we'd love to have you for this classic decathlon. Did you want to grab some lunch?
And then, of course, Gabriella is all, like, upset now, brokenhearted, and her best friend's like, so do you want to sign up for the science thingy, or go out to lunch? I can see that you're crying. But lunch?
I don't want to do the callbacks either.
She used to have a tray of food in front of her. What happened to it? Oops. So first, Gabriella doesn't have a tray of food after she had just sat down with one, and then Troy looks like he's just eating 2 pieces of bread. It's not even like it didn't look like a sandwich. It looked like there was nothing in it. No cheese, no lettuce, no meat. Just 2 pieces of white bread. Good old American white bread for a teenage growing boy. Wow.
Gabriella, we were jerks. No, we were worse than jerks because we were mean jerks.
We were jerks. No, we were worse than jerks. We were mean jerks. What does that mean? Mean jerks. Isn't that like a part of the definition? Someone who's mean to you is a jerk. There's a difference I know in between like knowing you're a jerk, but that's when you're called a D-bag. You know, like but when you're a jerk and you didn't know about it, you're just a jerk. There is no such thing as a mean jerk, because jerks are, in fact, mean. Right? Who wrote this?
I heard what he had to say. I'm on your team now. Done.
And Gabriella has a point. No one forced him to say those things. He definitely said it to his friends, so that's still somewhere inside of him, you know, to look a certain way. I feel like they didn't know that this was going to be so successful, because that first note sounded so echoey. Like, whoever was doing the sound of this wasn't paying attention, I swear. And it's kind of creepy that he was in her backyard and had to, like, climb up her, like, balcony without her mom knowing. What if it were to happen that the decathlon and the basketball game weren't even at this school? Like, wouldn't that be the worst? There'd be no way that they could plan this right if it happened that way. Like I said, it's really impressive to see like big groups like this having choreographed numbers. So this is it's a good song overall, and it's a positive message. Good dancing, so I'm okay with this one. It's just kind of, all the songs are kind of just repetitive though. I feel like there were a lot of like different things going on with them. They would just like repeat the same couple sentences again and again. Like that was with all the songs. So overall, I mean, it's a basic Disney Channel film. I mean, I don't think they were expecting it to blow up like they did, so I feel like there were some, like, cheaply done things, or they just kind of missed things. They didn't quite do the sound quality as good as they could have. I feel like sometimes the voices weren't at the same volume, the singing was kind of odd sometimes. I feel like there were some echoey parts, or that they should have added in some noises that they weren't adding in. They were, like, leaving them out intentionally. I don't know. I just felt like, they just didn't expect it to go that big, so they did it as cheaply as any other Disney Channel movie, which is fine. And actually, it wasn't that cheap, because there were some that were a lot cheaper. Like, I mean, like, the cast was kind of big, there's a lot of choreographed segments. I thought there were going to be more songs, to be honest. I thought there was, but I guess not. So, I don't know, I just felt like there was always so many songs that people were singing all the time whenever this blew up. So, I'm still not a fan, obviously, but I think that just has to do with, like, not liking it a lot anyways, just because of all the hype about it. I don't think it's that bad of a movie. Again, it's just another Disney Channel original, so those were always kind of cheesy anyways. Like, I could probably go back to ones that I absolutely loved and realize how dumb they were, you know, like Smart House, or The 13th Year, Look at the Irish. They're all super cheesy, so I can't hate on the cheesiness of that movie. I just felt like the message was kind of wonky, but at least it got, I guess, resolved at the end, sort of. I mean, it seemed like, yeah, they're accepting of it now. But then I don't even know what you do for the second or third film. I guess I know nothing about those films because I don't know what you would do after you resolve things of everybody being like, oh wait, you can be more than one thing. So what do you do after that? Just more high school drama? Like, does Gabriella cheat on Troy, or does Troy learn that he's actually bisexual and Gabriella's not okay with that? Like, I don't know what happens. So I guess I'll be watching those. I don't know. I didn't have a lot of comments because I felt like I was just gonna like be hateful towards it more than I should have been. So I tried to keep to myself a lot of the time. I don't know. We'll have to go back and edit everything and see how mean I was towards it. Anyways, if you liked that, let me know. Comment down below if you want me to watch any other movies that I might have not watched during my childhood, because there's a lot of them. My parents were kind of strict on what I could watch or couldn't watch. Like, I wasn't allowed to watch, like, SpongeBob or The Kids Next Door, or, I mean, oh God, there was just so much. I could go on and on. So, it's not like they didn't say, they didn't tell me I couldn't watch High School Musical. That was just one of them I didn't like or want to watch, because I didn't think it'd be that good of a movie. It just didn't sound that interesting to me. Disney Channel was one of the very few channels that my parents like approved, but even then I couldn't watch things like Hannah Montana or trying to think of other. It's been so long. I don't know, there's just a lot. My parents wouldn't even let me watch things like iCarly or Drake and Josh, so I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that we couldn't watch. So if you want me to review other things, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you liked the video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope that you guys like and subscribe. Yeah, that's I guess all I have to say. Bye, little rascals.